Hi guys. So here I am again, and you're probably wondering like, wow, this girl is really kicking out some videos today. That's because I have a goal of reaching 35 videos by this Sunday, May 2nd, 2021. So in order for me to reach that goal, I have to do at least 9 videos today, tomorrow, and then 9 videos on Saturday, and then I can finish that up with 8 videos on
Outlook.
Sunday
Now.
to
Notification.
make my
Speech off.
goal. Anyway, I always forget to cut voiceover off once I start recording. But yeah, so that's the secret. I also realized that I haven't mentioned my sunglasses in the last 3 videos or so. These are by Tiffany & Company, and I picked these up at Macy's in the Sunglass Hut kiosk or section. And I got these like last year. It was a really good buy. Just an everyday classic look. I also got this beautiful London blue topaz on my neck, and it's in sterling silver. And I think the lady told me it was 13 carats. And so that's what I'm wearing on my necklace. And that is out of Macy's as well. Okay, guys. So this video is all about how I lost 30 pounds in less than 30 days. So if you're interested in finding out my technique or what I did to lose 30 pounds in less than 30 days, keep watching. Okay, so about 13 years ago now, I started having migraines that never went away. They started in October of 2008, and they continued on through 2009, 2010. They were so bad I was nervous to go anywhere without some type of painkiller, Motrin, Excedrin, Aleve, something, liquid gel, and I was living off of that. Well, by the time I would finally get the migraines to subside, I would just be exhausted and just want to go to sleep. And I couldn't sleep anymore. Every time I wanted to get nighttime sleep, it's just like that's when the migraines just kicked in overtime. I finally connected with a friend of mine who, right away when I described to her what was going on with me, she said, "Oh, you have sinusitis." I went to the urgent care center. I told them what was going on. They said, yeah. They prescribed me some steroids, right? And they said, well, would you like to take the medication or would you like to get a shot? I got the shot because that was the fastest way to stop the migraines. And thus the journey of weight gain began. All of a sudden, I went from about 139, 142 to 159, 162 and climbing, and I did not know why. I was like, oh my God, why did I just jump up 20, 25, 30 pounds? And I was walking for miles every day, 7 miles easily. I was exercising, I was cutting back on sweets, I was doing all my normal to cut down on weight, and it was not working. I got a personal trainer, a military guy at that. I was doing crab walks, seal crawls, I was doing clockwise push-ups, full body push-ups, burpees. I mean, I was not getting anywhere. I was toned, I was shapely, but I was still 159 at best. And that's with me working out every day for hours and walking to the gym and walking back home. And nothing was working. I was like terrified. I was like, oh my God. what if I hop up another 20 or 30 pounds? I'll be 190 pounds. I'm only 5'6". And I refused to buy clothing. I refused to accept it. I was just like, no, no, no. I'm not having these migraines. I'm not living this life. I'm not going to just be jumping up 20 and 30 pounds. So fast forward, I ended up moving to LA with an aunt, and I happened to be listening to a wellness program on the radio one night, and they had mentioned a center there that did this full body assessment, and they had alternative treatments, and they educated you on your body, and their company started basically as a rehabilitation center for persons who had heart attacks and strokes. And over time, they noticed that their regimen and their technique and their therapy was providing a multitude of healing. It was helping people regain their sight. It was helping people regain mobility, hearing. It was allowing the body to regenerate arteries. I mean, it was just doing all kinds of amazing things. So although they didn't guarantee anything in particular, they did know that you could do nothing but benefit and walk out of there with improved health in whatever measure that came. So, you could do a treatment for free, go through the assessment process. And so I went down there. I was like, I have nothing to lose. All they can do is help me. I need to figure out why have I hopped up all this weight. And literally, each day as I did the treatment, which they wrapped your body in a cuff similar to a blood pressure cuff, and it allows your heart to rest, and it allows the machine to act as your heart, increasing the circulation throughout your entire body, which allows your body to regenerate cells, heal at a more rapid rate. And anyhow, while you're laying there for an hour, you listen to lessons, and each day is a different lesson. And you learn about your body. You learn about what's going on with it at different points of the day. You learn about the best things to eat, and you learn about food, what's nutrients and what's not. You learn how your body processes food and water, and when it processes food and water, and how it detoxifies, and how it regenerates, and just so many things you learn. But there, they also introduced to you water, alkaline water, and they had this 2.2 liter bottle of water that you had to, drink every single day. That was the goal. And so literally, when I walked away from this program, I was drinking at least 2.2 liters of alkaline water a day. I was no longer skipping meals. I was eating 3 balanced meals a day. I was eating my snacks, which would be fruits, nuts, any type of fibrous foods, okay? I was drinking smoothies when I wasn't drinking water. And I was losing weight like nobody's business. So here are the takeaways from this video. If you want to write this down, text yourself the notes. These were the key points in losing the weight. Number 1, stop looking at the scale. You know you're overweight. You know that you don't like what you see. Stop looking at the scale. It is affecting you. In your mind, all you see is that number, 162, 182, 192, 202, 302. Stop placing that imagery in your mind and start imagining the weight that you want. For me, my weight that I wanted was like between 142, 147. I was cool with that. What ended up happening is I got down to like 129, 127. Because I was so diligent and faithful to the regimen, that the weight just kept coming off and my body just kept detoxifying and letting go of fat and unnecessary elements. Okay, so the first thing, stop looking at the scale. The second thing, get the right source of water in your life and commit to drinking 2.2 2+ liters of water every single day, of alkaline water, of distilled water. Make it happen. No excuses. Not faucet water, not filtered water, not spring water, but alkaline or distilled water every single day. If you're working out, add an additional liter. If you work out once a day, then you need 3 liters. If you're working out twice a day, then you need 4 liters. If you're working out three times a day, you need 5 liters. Make it happen and don't stress about it. Do the best you can every single day and just keep going, keep moving forward. That is the key. Do not stress, do not get depressed. Just keep going. Before you know it, within 2 weeks, you will have it down pat. You'll be drinking your water and you'll be doing great, doing amazing. You'll be losing weight and you'll feel differently. Your clothing will feel differently. You'll feel good. You'll feel encouraged. You'll feel, oh, I'm doing something positive for myself. Okay. The next thing, incorporate eating 3 to 5 pieces of fresh fruit every single day. It sounds easy. It's really not. This took a little bit for me. I end up finding bags of fruit, picking up. Thankfully, there was a grocery store on the way to work every day. And I would just stop in there in the Vons right there off of Manchester. And what is the name of that street? Manchester and Spruce. There was a Vons grocery store there. I would stop in there. They had a bag of fruit that had a mixture of red and green apples and oranges. And that would be every single day. I would just make sure, I had the 5 pieces of fruit and I was getting the 3 to 5 pieces in. So after I ate breakfast, an hour or 2 later, I had an apple. And then I had lunch, an hour or 2 later, I had another apple. And after I had dinner, I have an orange. And then after I had dinner, I had another apple. And literally, you will be amazed at how your body responds and how your all these cravings like candy bars and potato chips and all that stuff like that, you won't even want it anymore because you'll be so satisfied and so well nourished, and your taste buds will change so drastically so quickly. You'll be like, oh my gosh, wow, I should have been eating like this. I wonder why I haven't been picking or choosing these. But anyhow, commit to the 3 to 5 pieces of fruit every single day. All right. The next tip, do not eat after 7 p.m. for nothing in life ever again. Do not eat after 7 p.m. for nothing in life ever again. If you want to have something to drink, have something to drink. If you're dying, like, oh, I can't do this, I need something, drink some green tea. It really works. That Arizona green tea, honey, with ginseng, or make yourself a glass of herbal tea, non-caffeinated. It really works. It curbs your appetite. It gives you that satisfaction of feeling full. And if that still doesn't work, then go for something like celery with sunflower butter. Or if you do cottage cheese, celery and cottage cheese, or fruit cocktail and cottage cheese, or celery with peanut butter or almond butter, or carrots with veggie dip, or hummus and carrots, or have a small salad, anything that's going to give you the satisfaction of chewing and eating, but it's all calorie less foods. This is not heavy. This is going to be, absorbed really quickly in the body. It's going to be a fiber food, so it's going to help you have those bowel movements you need to have. And that's that. You get that done, you leave it alone. If you're going to grab some fruit, go for a lemon, go for a grapefruit, go for, that red apple with the skin on it. All of those things are great choices if you're going to eat after 7. For no reason, period, point blank, do not eat after 9 p.m. at all. Especially if you are a female, because it destroys the female reproductive system. That lovely muffin top that you can't seem to get rid of, the one above the navel, the one below the navel, that's because you're eating non-nutritious, nutrient deprived. They're not even foods, but we're just going to classify them. There's nutrient deprived foods that you're eating after 9 p.m. that is collecting in the body. The digestive system is like, they just threw a clump of something in here. I don't know what to do with this. And I'm in the point where I'm beginning to cleanse. So I don't have time to digest this right now. So I'm just going to package this in the intestines, and I'm just going to compact the intestines. So what happens? The intestines bulge out because they're compacted, and they have not they're not in the position to digest anything at 9 o'clock at night, because you're supposed to be resting while your body's cleansing, resetting, regenerating, healing, restoring itself, and preparing for the next day, right? So that's that. Okay, so then the next tip, after we're not eating after 9 p.m. for anything in life, only absorbing fluids, is go to bed. Go to bed. Stop staying up at 11 o'clock at night, and you have to be up at 3 a.m. and you have to be up at 4 a.m., at 5 a.m. Go to bed. Get in the habit of great rest. And I'm talking about deviceless, televisionless, medialess rest in complete darkness, in peace and quiet. Say your prayers, give thanks, meditate, go to bed. 9, 10 o'clock at night, you should be well bathed and in the bed, well on your way to glorious rest, sleep. So now when we wake up each day, we should be thinking about our goals. We should be thankful, appreciative. We should know why we're thankful. We should know why we're appreciative. We should be honoring God in meditation, honoring ourselves, right? And we should be thinking about, what are we going to break fast with? What are we going to eat here? Your breakfast should look like this. It should be some type of cereal. Yeah. It could be an oatmeal. It could be a malto meal. It could be a barley. It could be a rice cereal. It could be grits even. It needs to be something, some type of food that is nutrient rich, that will move your bowels, that high fiber food. You can have a slice of toast. It needs to be a whole grain toast. It needs to be a nutrient rich piece of bread. It could be the Ezekiel bread. It can be, there's so many different types of bread now that is nutrient rich, that does not contain all of these, catalysts to the human body, like soy and all of that. So definitely, you should have some type of cereal, hot or cold. Go for the non-dairy milk, the rice milk, the coconut milk, the almond milk. If you're gonna have the cold cereal, if you're gonna have the hot cereal, go for a whole grain hot cereal. Then you have your slice of toast. You can have a preserve on your toast, like a strawberry preserve, an actual fruit preserve. You can have the peach preserves, the whatever it is, apricot preserves. There's so many different preserves that you can have to put on your toast, on your one slice of toast. Then you need to have a piece of fruit with your breakfast. And then some people like to have eggs with their breakfast. Go for it. When I do eat eggs, I either have a boiled egg or I'll have a scrambled egg that has onions, garlic, spinach, and so I'll scramble the egg like that. I may have a little mozzarella in there. It depends. But if I have eggs, because I really am not big on eggs, and if I do eat eggs, I eat the brown cage-free, vegetarian-fed eggs. That's the ones that I tend to go for. So yeah, so we need to know what we're putting in our body, and then while we're having breakfast, we need to be thinking about what are we having for lunch, because that is our biggest meal of the day. So when you get ready for lunch, you should already know if you're going to have a burger today. If you're craving a burger, you're having that burger at lunch. And when you have the burger, it's not coming with the fries. So it's like, I'm going to have the burger, and then I'm going to have my tall bottle of water that I drink after I finish my foods. And if I'm going to have the steak, then I'm definitely going to have the salad and the asparagus and the squash. And that's what my plate looks like. We're not going to have the steak and the potatoes and the macaroni and cheese and the rice, broccoli rice casserole. And no, you just had a whole plate of starches and a protein that's going to be in your body for the next 7 to 14 days, depending on how active you are. Okay, so then you need to be thinking about dinner, and dinner needs to be something like a baked protein, a soup, a salad. You need to get really comfortable and used to having salads with lunch and dinner, soup, a protein, and several different steamed vegetables. Okay, our next tip is that when you eat all of your food first and then you drink last. This is how you do not interrupt the digestion process. When you eat and then you stop and drink, your body stops the digestion process to absorb the liquid that you've now introduced into the body, and also raises the blood sugar level. So what you want to do, you want to eat your meals, and then you want to follow them with your water. And you actually will feel so much better. And people that complain about not being able to have bowel movements, not being able to, they don't feel good, they're always having stomach problems, always having back pains, this will resolve that. Learning to eat your largest meal of the day at lunch and follow up all your meals with your beverage after you've eaten everything. Okay, so those are my tips that will definitely get you losing weight. And like I said, I lost actually over 30 pounds. I went from a size 11 to a size 5. Like, the weight was just pouring off of me when I applied these different changes and I was faithful to it. I never went away from it. Once I got the hang of it, like I said, I built every single day. I did a little bit better until it was just like second nature. And I stuck with it, and actually I'm still doing it to this day, and I've never had a weight issue since. I've never been on a diet. I don't believe in dieting. I believe in lifestyle. I believe in consistency, and your body will align with your beliefs. So if you take the time to get to know your body, if you plan your meals, and if you stay committed, stay faithful, right? You will reap the results, and your body will yield the results quickly. And you don't have to do these extreme things, take these fat burning supplements, eat only kale for the next 70 days, eat only celery for the next 3 months. Be on a juice fast, only have juice, anything you juice. Or, I can only have water, I'm just going to drink a Coke for the next 17 days. No, guys, no. That really messes your body up, your metabolism up. It messes up the chemical makeup in your home. It causes hormonal imbalances. It just causes so many problems when you do these extreme diet changes. When you deprive your body, and most of us are already malnutritioned. Most of us are already low in vitamins, minerals, and that's another part to that puzzle. Get on a multivitamin specific to, if you are a male, specific to men. And if you are a female, specific to females. And stick with it. I always recommend liquid vitamins, meaning like if you can, stop by Tropical Smoothie Cafe and pick up that, smoothie, whatever you like, and add that multivitamin to it. That is the best way to absorb, is through nutrition, through digestion. If you, okay, I'm not going to really commit to smoothies, but I can pick up an Alive Women's Chewable Vitamin and take 3 a day and chew that up and eat that and then drink your water with it. Bow. Your body's absorbing that. It's going right through the digestion. It's getting right to every part of you that it needs. And watch your body transform. When you put it in the position to win, it will do it every single. When you give it everything it needs to transform, to be healthy, to produce, to look its best, to feel its best, it will do that for you. So those are my tips. That is my secret. That is what happened. That is how I lost the weight and how I keep the weight off. And if you all, want to connect with me on a one-on-one basis, if you would like for me to develop a meal plan for you, if you would like for me to go over, your daily schedule and go through your cabinets with you and your refrigerator with you, and just really, get rid of things, add things in, tweak your lifestyle so that you can accomplish your weight goals, your body goals, definitely send an email. You can DM me on Instagram at VI Life with Kelly. You can email me info@vilifewithkelly.com. You can call me Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. at 404-549-2570, and we can get started. And it's that simple. And yes, you can, and yes, it can happen to you, and yes, you can have the life you want in the body you desire. And it's not, that's just for her, or that's just for them, or I'm big boned, or in my family that's not how that works, and some of us are just going to be overweight, and some of us are just no, none of that's true. Some of us are going to make the decisions and commit to the decisions that produce the desires of our heart. And if that means we just got to work hard for it, then that's what we have to do. That's the difference. It's the level of commitment, the level of faithfulness to the desires of your heart. So, once again, guys, I have enjoyed this time together. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you enjoyed this type of content. Let me know if there's a specific video you'd love for me to do. And I'm just going to keep bringing these videos to you. So have a wonderful evening, and I will see you in the next one.
Speech on. Stop recording video.